Mellow Beats, what you think?
What is up, guys? In today's video, I'll be continuing my series looking at the journeys behind some of college basketball's best players. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'll be approximately doing 30 videos in the next 2 weeks, so make sure you check out all my videos in the description below, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of them. Now let's get started with today's video. In this video, we will be taking a look back at a guy who was also from the Big Ten and has become one of the country's best big men. The player is Daniel Oturu, who is currently a sophomore at Minnesota and has thrusted himself into the lottery of a ton of NBA draft boards. But what is his story? Oturu's journey begins when his parents decided to move from Nigeria to the United States in hope for a better future. Daniel grew up loving basketball and, despite having really short parents, also developed the body of a basketball player. Oturu began to dominate while he attended high school at Creighton-Durham High School in St. Paul, Minnesota. As a senior, Daniel averaged an absurd 18.8 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 6.1 blocks per game. The highlight of his career came when he dunked the ball at the buzzer to beat Apple Valley High School in the state championship game. Despite being a monster on the court, he was not named to the all-tournament team because he pushed Duke's Trey Jones in the state title game and received a technical foul, and as a result of that, his sportsmanship wouldn't allow him to qualify for that team. As a recruit, Oturu boasted offers from schools such as Kansas, Baylor, Minnesota, Creighton, and Memphis, but he ultimately chose to stay home and play for Richard Pitino's Golden Gophers. According to 24/7 Sports, Oturu was a 4-star recruit, the number 6 center, and the number 50 overall player in the class of 2018. Oturu was considered an extremely raw player, but had a ton of untapped potential inside of him. As I said earlier, Minnesota was under head coach Richard Pitino and were expected to compete for an NCAA tournament bid. Minnesota began the season 12-2 and were off to one of the better starts in school history, but Oturu was just getting started. He was good, but seniors Jordan Murphy and junior Amir Coffey were the team's best 2 players. Minnesota struggled in Big Ten play, but they ended up beating Purdue twice in their last 5 games to finish with a 21-13 overall record. It ended up being enough in the committee's eyes to get them into the NCAA tournament as a 10 seed. In the first round, they were set to play the number 7 seed Louisville, and they ended up winning that game. They controlled the game from the first tip and advanced to the round of 32, where they got blown up by Michigan State. On the year, Oturu finished third on the team in scoring behind Coffey and Murphy, with 10.8 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks a night. Despite his excellent performance on the court, it wasn't enough for him to be on the All-Big Ten freshman team. As a sophomore, the Gophers were not expected to be very good, but Oturu had spent the entire offseason bulking up and polishing his game to replace Jordan Murphy. They started off the season 4-5, and it looked like preseason expectations were right. But then something changed. Aided by Marcus Carr, Oturu and him broke out and they started to play better. They knocked off Ohio State twice, Penn State, and even Michigan behind Oturu's 30 points. Since then, the Gophers have lost 8 of their last 10 games and sit at a 13-16 overall record, but just a few weeks ago had a shot to make the NCAA tournament. This team does have a lot of potential, and they could make a deep run in the Big Ten tournament, but I do not expect them to be playing in the NCAA tournament in just about a week from now. So far this season, Oturu has averaged 20.2 points, 11.4 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks, while shooting 57% from the field and 34% from 3. I do not think Minnesota will make the NCAA tournament at this point. Looks like they'll have their first player drafted since Chris Humphries all the way back in 2004. Oturu has become one of the best big men in the country and also proven he can shoot the 3-ball, which is why some draft boards have him going as high as number 7 in this year's NBA draft. Let me know in the comment section down below if you really enjoyed today's video. Let me know how high you think Oturu will go in the NBA draft, and also tell me if you think he's going to be one of the better players in the NBA in a few years. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a like, and check out all my other videos in the description below about current college basketball stars. I most recently did Iowa big man Luka Garza, so I'll leave a link in the description down below if you guys want to check that out. Hope to see you guys again soon. Peace.